Hello lovely people. Well, we have finally got to December, and December is one of those months that can be really super busy. People can get quite wound up and get a little bit stressed. So I'm here to talk to you today about 4 things you can do to help yourself through this really busy month so that you can get to the point that you get to pause and enjoy some time off. So let me tell you why this is important. When our bodies are operating in a stress state, it does make hormones that can give us almost superhuman powers, but that's not something that's sustainable. Our adrenal system can get to a point where it fatigues, and then we may literally hit a wall. Now, no one wants to do that. It doesn't feel very nice, and it's not good for anyone else around them. But before I go on, for those people who don't know me, I'm Dr. Paula Thomas. I've been running the chiropractic domain here for 24 years, and in that time, we've helped over 10,000 people and families get well and stay well, and that is something that we absolutely love doing. So let's take a deep dive into this and make sure you listen to the end so that you get all the little tips that can help you through this. So one of the things we know about ongoing stress that is different to just acute stress is our body makes a special hormone called cortisol. Adrenaline, you've probably heard of, that's for short-term stress, but cortisol is the hormone that gives us almost those superhuman powers and pushes us through. But sustained or elevated levels of cortisol can also have negative effects on our system. And we can start to feel things like extra muscle tension, we might be a little bit more pain sensitive, our pattern of sleep might be disturbed, we might feel a bit depleted, our moods might be affected, we might be a bit more irritable, or we might be a little bit more anxious. Now that's no fun for you or anyone else around you. So the research tells us these are a couple of simple things that we can do. Number one is to change your environment. Have you ever noticed that when you go on a holiday and you're somewhere different, it tends to have this effect on you that sort of winds you down? And whilst you may not be able to have a holiday right now, is there some small excursion that you could take yourself on? So for example, could you go on a little excursion into your garden and spend a bit of time there? Could you perhaps go for a walk and go to the nearest park at lunchtime or somewhere that is green? Could you get down the beach and have a quick walk along the beach? Those of you who might be a bit more energetic, maybe you'd like to climb one of our beautiful Adelaide hills and have a view from a different perspective. When you get to those locations on that little excursion, I encourage you to slow down, slow your breathing down, breathe deeper, because that extra oxygenation that comes from slower breathing actually has a calming effect on our brain. Now, number 2 idea. Can you move differently? Could you move a bit more often? Have you ever noticed that when you get up in the morning, you tend to get up in the same way? You might totter off to the bathroom, have a shower, and you might start to even wash your body in exactly the same way every day. What if when you sat on the edge of the bed that you went down on your hands and knees and maybe did a downward dog or maybe did a cat curl? When you get to the bathroom, instead of rubbing the soap to do the same routine, maybe under the water you stretch your hands up really high and elongate yourself through your trunk before you swap hands and then do something a little bit different. You know, pattern interrupt has very powerful impacts on changing the sameness of what's going on in our brain and what's going on in our body. Number 3, some little rescue nutrients. So a good vitamin B complex is really important. Now, B vitamins are taken generally as a group. Very rarely are they taken individually. And B group vitamins are great for the cellular health, and they also help with energy production. The other nutrient that's really useful, and you may have heard of it before, is magnesium, but particularly when you take it as a dissolvable magnesium powder that you have in your water bottle and you have across the day. So magnesium has been shown to have a calming effect on your muscles and can decrease some of the discomfort from muscle tension. Now, the 4th idea, something near and dear to my heart, of course, is to get adjusted. So for those of you who do already have adjustments, you would know that after your adjustment, it helps you move differently, your range of movement is different, and you often feel a little bit better. However, what you may not know is that adjustments also work on the part of the nerve system that manages stress. In essence, it does a reset of your system. It can bring down that stress part of your system that's all wound up, and it can bring up that healing and recovery capacity of the system to bring some recovery and getting your mojo back again. So that's why some people, after they're adjusted, they may get this lovely that they feel. And that can be so essential to allow them to keep going on to whatever they have to do. So let's recap. Number 1, try and change your environment. Take yourself on a little quick excursion somewhere. Number 2, move differently. Mix it up a bit. Change how you're always doing things. Even when you relax, do you do it the same way every time in the chair? Number 3, some rescue nutrients, vitamin B complex, magnesium powder in your water, sipping it across the day. And number four, get an extra adjustment. Now, we are here at the Chiropractic Domain. We are working right up until Christmas Eve, Friday the 24th of December. At lunchtime will be when we finish up for the year. We will take a little break after that, but we're here for you to help you get through this really busy month. So take care, and we will see you soon.